Blessings, everyone. It's Monday today, and it's the 15th of May, 2017. Timelessness and time, and this infinite source that we live in. These powerful upgrades that we're experiencing that are enhancing the body's matrix. This is part of us that's linked with the soul, and this need to really recognize a deeper level who we are. The upgrades are relentless this year. There's really no stopping them. It seems to be a continual sound that's coming through that I'm hearing permanently, I would say. There's a very strong emphasis on us being able to open ourselves more and more to these new energies that are vibrating through us and within us. So we need to really settle, I feel, really allow it to happen. Anything that is being experienced outside of ourselves that is not in unity, and in balance with how we are inside, then there's really a lesson there, I guess, in terms of our freedom and what is limiting in terms of our need to be free. The freedom that I speak of is this powerful place that vibrates at the level of harmony, and everything comes in to this divine source and this divine connection to balance and harmonize our lives from a place of deep love and full blessings for life and for all of life. So I'm going to send some energy through just as I'm speaking. I'm just doing a very, very simple meditation. And this meditation you can tune into, and I'm just asking for the energies to settle into this divine source that I speak of, this place of internal light, the beauty of the feminine, and the sweetness and essence of her life's passage. I'm just connecting in with the heart and our connection with the soul and the soul of the world. When we are deeply connected, we're connecting with all of life and the soul as a place of resonance with this space of life. Everyone is family. And the harmony comes from recognizing this, and also non-resistance. Any judgments that come forward that are creating disharmony, you can bless and just release for yourself. There's also a sense of the unity and this deep heart connection is coming through on a planetary level, which has been there for a long time, but it's increasing at the present time to allow us to really feel inside who we are. In a way, it's about approaching life from an energetic level. So when we're all energetically connected and we can feel that the vibration may be out of sync with what we're experiencing in ourselves, the light that's coming through these upgrades and the light body experience, which is increasing this vehicle that we live in, our temple, our place of being, and this space of being on the earth and walking through this divine source of light. This is increasing, and I'm feeling that our connections are becoming more and more light-based. So that's really beautiful, and it's also extremely open, because we don't have any resistance there. If there is resistance that's felt, it immediately transforms into light, and therefore we have this beautiful connection that comes through. It comes straight from the heart, and compassion for ourselves and for all of life. Beautiful. I wanted to speak about this morning the connection with the DNA and the upgrades. It's affecting so many individuals on a deep level. The connection with the birth family, with our bloodline. In reality, the connection that we have at a cellular level with family, and this is obviously a generalization because I can't speak for everyone and we are all different, but there is a sense of openness that is created through being able to recognize that we're all one. When we're all one and we're connected with the one, we connect with the DNA and with the family on a completely different level. The vibration is higher than it would be if someone is not connected with the one source. But being connected into the one means that everyone comes into the oneness. Excuse me. And the family of origin can feel as if it's part of the one source, but it's also a connection where we can recognize our soul and sometimes the limitations, depending on the family that we're born into. We may see ourselves in a completely different light from everyone else. And the family will be brought into this light. So if you're connected and feeling the separation at this time from your bloodline and your family, then I would say that as your vibration increases, that you can recognize the purpose in the family and why you were born into this family. It becomes clearer, and also the family is seen as part of the one rather than having this strong attachment which can happen. For those of us that are gifted and sensitive, the healing source, the child that was born with a healing vibration, a higher source of energy, she will recognize within this that her family has always been there to support her spiritually and on the level of caretakers. There really isn't attachment as there would be otherwise. So the connections with the parents and the siblings, they slowly drift away as we move through life. And we have a deep love that is always there. But as the vibration changes, there's no need to express or explain anything anymore, because from a higher source, we are one and we are love. And this is recognized within the family situation, particularly for those that are conscious. And they feel the blessing of the connection. It's beautiful. Being physically in the world and physically together is not always healthy in terms of attachment, because the attachments get in the way of the higher source and the blessings that come from being fully connected. It can detach us from our freedom in terms of the love that is shared through this freedom. And therefore, being one with all that is the true blessing, because everything resonates from from a place of depth and full understanding of our lives from a very clear place. And also recognizing that we're all part of creation, of course, which can bring a lot of humor in and really lightens things up, because we're all creative souls. And sometimes we create dramas in our lives, or we might be creating discomfort and disease. And it's good to recognize that we're creating our experiences in life, and that we're all part of this creative energy. And to find a way to express this that flows and is directly from yourself, and having fun with it and feeling the joy in there. So I'm just again sending some energy through, and I just want to send a blessing to all the beautiful sisters out there and the women on this earth who are part of this shift in consciousness at a planetary level. These very special healing souls that are coming through at this time. An amazing community of soul healers and spiritual midwives, and women who are strong and able to really resist the limitations of being a human and a human soul, if you want to call it that. So I'm just sending energy through to all these women and all the sisters that are moving through this shift of the ages that we're experiencing. and really blessing the new earth and the new children that are coming in that are plentiful. These babies that are coming through, and these souls in these little bodies are they're they're expanded souls, I would say. They're, some of them look very large at birth. Their energy is very open, and there's a deep, deep beauty in there. It's lovely. And blessings for the men and the male consciousness that's going through a huge upgrade, I feel, where men are being asked to really find within themselves their own feminine source and their own nurturing selves, and to be part of this shift in consciousness through their beauty. And I'm really sending energy into this place of beauty for the male to allow them to fully connect with their gifts and accept who they are. It's very special. So have a beautiful day, and I'll speak to you soon. Namaste.